Okay, today I thought I would just record a 30-minute class for you and send it out. This is going to be nice and toasty today. This way you can do this anytime that you want to with you got things going on. All right, so we're just going to come to the top of the mat and stretch up, reach up, get pushing forward. Maybe you got to move around because on that 30-minute-ish class, it's not sped up, but it's sped up, right? To help energize you too at the same time. So here we go. Inhale, reach up, push those hips forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. At least my triceps have recovered from my Sunday workout. I can bend my elbows. All right, so when we get into our first down dog, as always, just moving around, starting to see what's tight, and definitely tap into those calves. Inhale, push back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the arms out to the side, pressing through the feet, gauging the glutes, pushing those hips forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And getting into that side body, you can just drop those hips to one side. You can feel that stretch. And inhale, push back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bringing the arms out to the side. Press that big toe into the floor. That helps you engage the glutes. Adds a whole new element. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good. And inhale, push back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Now press that big toe into the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana, pausing on the exhale. Inhale to standing. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to standing. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. We ground the back foot. Remember, press the big toe into the ground. Engage the glutes to help pull you up. Keep those glutes tight as we open up. Once we open up, press that big toe back into the floor. Remember, the rest of the toes do follow this action. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. We re-engage the glutes, the abs. He'll pick you back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Ground the back foot, gauge the glutes. Again, press those big toes into the floor. Keep those glutes tight as we open up, as we get those feet settled back down. We press big toe back into the floor. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Re-engage the glutes, the abs. He'll pick you back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, and checking in. Again, you can be still. I just like to move around in the postures because that feels good to me. Inhale, push back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Press that big toe into the floor. Inhale up to Utkatasana, pausing on the exhale. Inhale to standing. Again, press into that big toe. Side bend to the right. Inhale to standing. Exhale. Side bend left. Inhale to standing. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Ground the back foot. Again, press the toes into the floor. It helps engage the glutes. Keep those glutes tight as we open up. Again, press those feet back down into the floor or the toes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extended side angle. Re-engage the glutes, the abs to help pick you back up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Ground the back foot. Again, press the big toes into the floor. Gauge those glutes to help pick you up, warrior one. Keep those glutes tight as we open up warrior two. And again, press the big toe back into the floor. Inhale, reach up. That means both feet, not just the front foot. Exhale, extended side angle. Re-engage the glutes, the abs to help pick you back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, push back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips, get press big toe into the floor. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, pausing on the exhale. Inhale to standing. I'm trying to get that new cue in. Side bend to the right. Inhale to standing. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Ground the back foot. Again, press the toes into the floor. It's almost when you press that big toe in the floor, those glutes almost automatically start to click on. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Press those big toes back down into the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extended side angle. Re-engage the glutes, the abs to help pick you back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Ground the back foot. Again, press the toes into the floor, gauging those glutes. Warrior one. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Press big toes into the floor. Inhale, reach for reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Re-engage the glutes, the abs to help pick you back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back, high to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, push back. Exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, right arm under the left. So remember, the bind is not available. You've got the hug or prayer. Lean into left leg. Pick up your right leg, but this time we are going to cross the ankle right above the hip or right above the knee. Press that big toe into the floor. hips go out. Now, when we sit into this, that right hip kind of goes, ugh, and we're tempted to stay there because we think staying there is going to help the release. And it's not. Same thing applies in standing as it does on the floor. Then sit back into it, and you're going to notice you sit a little deeper, okay? Still pull up the pelvic floor. We still press big toe into the ground, and the rest of the toes follow. If you're into the bind, you can bring the arms up. Good. And release. We shake it out. And I know sometimes we don't want to get out of a balance posture because that means we have to do more work for balance. That's actually a good thing, okay? You don't have to make the moves as big as how I'm making it, okay? Bend your knees, drop your hips, inhale, Utkatasana. Remember you're pressing big toes into the floor. As you're ready to exhale, left arm goes underneath the right. Remember, you know your arm options by now. Lean into that right foot, press big toe into the floor. We pick left leg up, cross the ankle, and sit. And again, there's that, boy, I'm really tight. And we just come out. This is also good for strength. It's good for balance, challenging that balance. We sit back into that hip. I can feel much deeper. I can barely come out this time. I don't have to come all the way out. Go back in. So those are always options. We still pull up the pelvic floor, press the big toe into the ground, and release. Shake that out. All right. Hands at the heart. Lean into left foot. Again, press big toe into the ground. Let the rest of the toes follow. We're not dumping to the inside of the foot. You should feel the midfoot rise up as you do that to the degree that your foot can do that. All right. Open up the right hand. Pick up the right foot. Gauge the glutes. As always, this is your dancer. And just because now I'm asking you to press that big toe into the ground to help activate the glutes and then activate the glutes, everything's the same. Doesn't mean you're suddenly just going to be able to hold the posture. Because now we got to strengthen this foot area. So you still may find you have to be close to a wall or have a chair close to you. Okay. And it's nice just to stop here, tuck the tail under, bring those legs close, and release, because that is then a quad stretch, quad hip flexor stretch. Then when we extend out, becomes more of a hip flexor, abdominal, chest stretch, okay? All right, open up that left hand, lean into the right foot. Again, press big toe into the floor. Pick up that left foot. Okay, tuck that tail, keep the legs closed. Again, you may need to work this quadriceps stretch because you feel tight here. You may have to let go back into it, just like the previous posture, to get another release. Okay, now I do it too. We get it in our head that the yoga class should just flow without interruptions. Well, that is if everything in your body is at 100%. Sometimes that happens, and release. All right, so tree. All right, we lean into the left foot, press big toe into the ground, rest of the toe follows, feel that midfoot pull up. It's going to pull up to the degree that your arch will just pull that up. Some people have flat feet, some people have a medium arch, some people have high, okay? Now, remember, you don't have to bring your foot up off the floor, but you can. It's not a big deal. It's great if you can bring your foot all the way up, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that happen for that hip and the stretch at different points of that foot placement. Okay, so we engage the glutes, find that length in the body, and then try to look straight ahead. I want to work in this spot that I felt really unstable. Ugh, because this is the weakness and it's actually coming from my foot, and release. Now, I found that weakness. I discovered that weakness from that weekend. Now I can work on that weakness, right? So I can make this strong. And then the next time I get into this posture, it'll be more stable. All right. So we lean into the right foot, press big toe into the floor. Again, the rest of the foot or the rest of the toes follow that arch, pulls up to your degree. Start with the foot on the ground. Get your bearings. Even if you know, you can always put your leg up into the groin area. Notice what you're skipping. You might be skipping something really important on the way up. Big toe into the ground, gauge the glutes, open the knee, lift the chest, gaze straight ahead. Again, you can do whatever you want with those arms. Now, I find this interesting. When I do this side, I'm stronger for that. When I do this side, I'm weaker. But when I'm actually strengthening areas in this foot in my other workout, I can hardly hold the stuff with my right foot. It's very funny. All right. So again, it's nice and simple for these half-hour classes. We're going to bend the knees, drop the hips, big toe into the floor, because now we're practicing something new. Those hips go out. Let the knees open a bit so we can have that equal weight still going through from the big toe to the pinky toe. We still don't want those knees to drop in. Okay. Now, if you want more of the knee to be on top of the ankle, those hips go really far back. The torso does tip forward. If you want the knees to go over the foot, because they can, just depends on what's going on here. That's why we want to press the big toe into the floor. And notice that lifts my chest up higher. So no, we're not trying to sit back into this, but yet try to get into this position for the torso. That's going to hurt your back a lot. You can play with both of them, okay? So find an inhale as you're ready to exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or jump back. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Stay on the back toes. Make sure you're not on a balance beam. Press the big toes into the ground. Gauge those glutes to help pick you up. So we're not going to stay here long. I'm not in the back leg. I'm pushing forward, finding depth. Whatever's going on in your hip is going to dictate whether this leg goes straight or not. And in general, it shouldn't when you're in this position. Okay, we squeeze those glutes to bring you up. Open up for your triangle, press big toe into the ground. And just know as soon as you do that, you don't even have to really engage. Everything tightens up. I think this part's so cool. Find an inhale as you're ready to exhale. Find that triangle. Remember, you've got your blocks to work with. You can have the leg there, especially if you want to emphasize that stretch on the side body. We ground the outer edge of the back foot into the floor as we reach. Take that top arm back up to the ceiling. Squeeze those glutes to pick you up. Bring your right toe around. Hands to waist. Can we still press big toe into the ground? Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, fold. Now for my left foot, I keep forgetting to wear my toe spacers. I have to wear them for both feet when I work out, and I keep forgetting. Press the big toe into the ground. Remember, you can shift the pelvis right to left, getting really high up into the groin. We still want to find that length through the spine. And we pivot around into that runner's lunge placement. Send your right foot back to meet the left. High to low. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Down dog. Inhale. Left leg up. Exhale. Low lunge, staying on the back toe. Again, make sure you're not on a balance beam. Press those big toes into the ground. Use those glutes. Again, it feels easier to use the glutes to get you to come up into these positions. Again, we press forward. We find some depth. Engage that back glute. Squeeze those cheeks to bring you up. Exhale, open up for triangle position. Again, we press big toes into the ground. Find an inhale as you're ready to exhale into your triangle. Remember, you can hover for a bit, and then if you decide you want to take that top arm reaching for the front of the room as you ground the outer edge of the back foot into the floor, feel free to use support. Inhale, reaching up for the ceiling. Use those glutes. Press the toes into the floor. Pivot left toes round. Hands to the waist. Inhale, lift, and open. Exhale, fold forward. I'm usually trying to stretch my neck on that one. That's why I always pause. Okay, I'm going to have you rotate your toes out. We're going to bend your left knee, keep your left foot on, left heel on the floor. So you may have to take the legs out wider, or you may need to use support to help you with the depth. Okay, now your right foot, you ground the outer edge of the back foot into the floor. Press the toes into the floor. Take your left elbow, push it into your left knee. We find length through the spine. So if you're having trouble finding length through the spine, this is where these blocks come in to help you with that. Now, we're going to flex your right toes to come up on to the back of that heel, maybe, and find some length. Okay, it's not about going deep, but I also don't want you to come up. I don't want you to lift the heel of that left foot. All right, so we come on out, rotate your right toes out, ground the outer edge of your left foot into the floor. Again, if you need that block, bring it over to you. First, ground the outer edge of the left foot into the floor. That does stretch outer ankle. We want to find length through the spine. Again, you may have to back out, move into it. You can lift up left foot to get onto the back of the heel. It's not to let your right knee dump in. You've got to keep pushing that right knee out. Again, you may have to come out, move back into it. Okay, I want to try to dump into that knee. So pivot around to the front of the mat. Send your left foot back to meet the right. High to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, we're just going to come back into tabletop. Bring those knees in, come around. So just like we did last week. So when we do this boat / V-sit variation, I don't want your hands on the mat. Don't let the mat restrict this because you actually need some space. Again, I prefer to be on my fingers versus my hands, but your fingertips do rotate out a little bit. Maybe you got to find what works for you, okay? Now, elbows don't go straight back, so we don't want to get overly strict on this because as soon as you rotate open, the elbows start to head towards each other, and that's not what I want. You definitely let the chest pop out, bend your elbows, and notice my elbows are not going behind me, and they're not going like out, okay? It's right in between. And you lift. That's it. Okay. Now you can add the upper body. So notice in order for me to find depth going back, I had to take my arms back a little further. Now, that might be too much, and you might have to bring the legs in closer in order to accommodate that, okay? Now, one more, and we're just going to roll to the side, get a hold of the foot, drop that knee down, tuck the tail under for that stretch, because we are going to do this one more time. I know last time I did timed it for a minute, but switch sides, get a hold of the foot, tuck that tail under. And release. We are going to come up. Now, just because I'm playing with some strength issues, I believe, on that medial, that medial tibia, I put a block into my workout the last time at the tibia, not above the knee, but below the knee. And lift. I'm just timing on that one. So, and as soon as we do that for the adductors, there is that connection to the lower abdominals. And again, don't make this harder than what your body is capable of doing for good form. You will get strong. This is something you can practice throughout the day. It doesn't have to be only when we do class. And release. We're going to come down to the floor. So I'm also trying to get stretches on the way down. So we've got functional stretches going on. Hug your right knee in towards your chest as you send left leg all the way to the floor. Left hand to the outside of the right leg, extending the right arm out, palm is up, taking the knee across the body. This way, especially for that short amount of time, we really get to play with and experience how there are flexibility opportunities in strength-oriented postures. This goes for even weight training too. And release, hugging the knees in towards the chest. We wiggle those hips. Oh, I'll take care of you in a second, Daisy. Daisy's got to have a spa day. We're having itchy issues, so it's time for an oatmeal bath and a brushing. Take the knee across the body. And release, hug the knees in towards the chest, wiggle those hips, and find your Shavasana on how you would like that to look. Now, because it is a shorter class, it's going to be a shorter Shavasana. So let your intention be energized calmness, energized peace, because we can have both at the same time. So this way you can have that for the rest of the day. So just take these last few moments to connect with those emotional states so we can take that with us into the rest of the day. All right. Begin to bring your awareness back to your breath and back to your body. It's also why the Shavasana is short. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, ankles, the wrists, bringing your arms overhead for that nice big stretch as you come back into your space, hugging your knees in towards your chest and rolling either to the right or to the left. And then coming up to a comfortable seated position, eyes are soft or closed to seal in your practice, going into your day energized and peaceful and joyful. So thank you for coming and have a wonderful day. Namaste.